I've said this before. Do you know that the ceremonial law has ceased at the cross? Circumcision is no longer needed. Sacrifice is no longer needed. But yet, laws like thou shalt not murder still apply in the New Testament. Would you agree? But now the law is now written upon our hearts. It's not behavior management from the outside in. It's from the inside out. He transforms our heart. And the law, the spirit of the law is written upon our hearts. That was what is so amazing about the message of righteousness, that Jesus didn't simply die to take away your sins, but to destroy the problem of sin, to give you a new heart, to give you something that the law had no ability to be able to deal with. Come on, he came as a man. The Son of God became the Son of Man so that the sons of men could become the sons of God. He took what you deserve so that you could receive what he deserves. Being made brand new, being given a new heart, being unified with him. Christ in us, the hope of glory, the mystery of the ages has been revealed. Above all these things, have fervent love for one another. But love will cover a multitude of sins. Thou shalt not murder. How many know that if my good friend Hayden over here, I don't have to get up in the morning and just re-look over the commands and say, okay, thou shalt not murder. Today I am not going to murder Hayden. When I get home, I'm just going to check my checklist and, yep, didn't murder Hayden today. That's silly. Why is it silly? Because my love for Hayden means that I'm not going to even come close to murdering him. Come on, if I have a passionate love for my wife, and I'm not, Jesus talks about that if you committed lust if you've looked at a woman with lust, that you've committed adultery in your heart. How many know if there's no lust in your heart, you're not going to commit adultery. It's not going to happen. So therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law. I tell you what, things start to get easy in this Christian walk when you begin to abide in love. He who abides in the vine will produce good fruit. What are those fruit? What's the fruit of the Spirit? Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, self-control. Do you know what? Brian Simmons does a comparison to the Galatians list of the fruits of the Spirit. And he says basically the fruits of the Spirit, you compare it with 1 Corinthians. Love is patient, love is kind, does not boast, is self-controlled. When you compare that list, the fruits of the Spirit are basically derivatives or attributes of love. Peace is just another derivative of love. Because perfect love casts out all fear. So guess what? When fear is absent, peace is present. I'm preaching myself happy. So good. It's so basic, but it's so good. It's like I look at the same scriptures again and again, and my heart falls in love with Jesus again. Sometimes we can be so conditioned for the new truth or the deeper level, the deeper Hebrew thing, and we can miss the surface level that Jesus is saying that you didn't even take that at face value. It's just right there. Above all these things, have fervent love. What does fervent love for one another look like? What does fervent love for one another look like? Come on. We're talking a lot about love. We're talking a lot about family. I got to say, we are on a learning curve. I was talking to Annie about this just this week. It doesn't mean that we've arrived. It doesn't mean that I've arrived. Just even this week that the Lord has just been provoking my heart I feel like the closer that I come to his love, the more that I can't tolerate anything from a surface level, things, motivations, that from a heart level. It can't stay there any longer. We're not there yet, but we need to learn as a family, what does it look like to fervently love one another? Come on.